Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Varshini from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, and today we are here to discuss the subject Introduction to Mechanical Engineering, and the topic is energy resources. So what are energy resources? Energy resources are the sources from which energy can be obtained to provide power for various human activities. A few examples are mentioned. They are heating, transportation, electricity generation, and industrial processes. These resources can be broadly categorized into two main types. So, all the energy we use for producing goods or for in terms of electricity, or it could be for heating processes or such activities, is known as energy resources. Next up, we have the type of energy resources. There are two types, that are renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are replenished naturally and over relatively short periods of time. The five major renewable resources are wind, water, solar, biomass, and geothermal. They are defined as energy resources which are produced continuously in nature and are essentially inexhaustible. By inexhaustible, we mean that it could never get empty or get over. So, for example, we have sunlight. Every day the sun rises, we have abundant amount of heat and light generated by the burning sun. So, these energies are continuous and they are available throughout human life or until the human time frame of human society is known. So these resources are called renewable as the name suggests. So what are non-renewable resources? They are resources that cannot be easily restored or that cannot be replenished, like natural gas, coal, oil, and they are usually available in limited supplies. So this is due to the long time it takes to be replenished. Renewable energy resources. They are naturally replenished and they are more sustainable in comparison with non-renewable resources. We have examples like solar energy from the sun via solar panels and all and installations. We can utilize such energy forms, and windmills can be installed and wind turbines from for gaining energy from winds. The turbines are turned from the flowing wind and energy is generated from the rotary motion of the windmill. Hydropower is from water movements from by constructing dams and rivers. Biomass is organic material for heating and biofuels. This is a relatively newer concept compared to the other things. So, where degradable materials are collected and are used to generate heating uh, energy, that is biofuel. So geothermal energy is from the earth's heat on electricity and heating, and ocean energy is generated from the tides or the waves in the ocean, that is they are used to produce electricity because they are also abundant in nature. Now we have the non-renewable energy resources. They are finite and deplete over time. Fossil fuels are an example. They are used for generating heat and other purposes. Coal, solid, it is used in electricity and industry generation. And oil, we have is a liquid for transport and manufacturing industry, and natural gas, which is also gaseous in state and is used in heating and electricity purposes. Nuclear energy, it is generated in a nuclear power plant where nuclear elements such as deuterium are kept inside a reactor, where the energy released by the fission and fusion processes are used to generate energy. These are high amounts of energy and they require they're expensive also comparatively. And there are uranium is another example for nuclear energy sources. We have a difference between the renewable and non-renewable energy, as we just discussed. It is a pictorial representation for easier understanding. Now, if we compare both of these in terms of environmental impact, non-renewable is highly polluting and contributes to climate change, because we all know that burning of coal and petroleum emits a lot of harmful gases that lead to ozone depletion and other hazardous situations for in a global term. So renewable energies are more environmental, have a more uh, better impact on the environment, and they are cleaner alternatives. They are also called clean fuels because they are less polluting comparative to non-renewable. And based on sustainability, non-renewable are finite and unsustainable in a long term. So it is likely that these resources might get over a period of time in far or near future. So in case of renewable resources, because they are naturally replenished, they are sustainable and they will be available for a longer term in comparison to renewable. Availability: non-renewable has an uneven distribution and finite availability. By uneven distribution, we mean that some materials like coal and petroleum and oils are, for example, oils are easily available in Dubai and places like that, but in certain places there it is scarce and it is hardly available. So due to the import export processes, the price of these fuels can also be increased and high. So they're not evenly distributed all over the globe. But in case of renewable energy, they are geographically available, but they may not be exactly evenly distributed, but in comparison they are highly more evenly distributed. Sunlight is almost everywhere on the planet in equal amounts. The extent could be more in near the equators and less near the poles, but it is evenly distributed in comparison to non-renewable resources. Now we have reached the end of this video, and we will look into the importance of transition and the future outlook of resources. So it is important to shift towards the renewable energy as it is crucial for environmental sustainability and reducing dependence on finite resources. As these resources are finite, and I mentioned earlier, uh, they can get empty in the near or far future. So it is necessary for us to reduce depending on such sources and start using the renewable or sustainable sources for a long term betterment in the global scenario. Future outlook: increasing investment in the innovation in renewable technologies for a sustainable future. So, investing in solar panel installation, that the government also supports the installation of these solar panels in our households and our terrace places, but and also installation of windmills and natural power plants can also help in the betterment of or in the smarter use of available resources. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching this video. Thank you.